Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Natural Harmony with Lorelei. Well, as you can see, there's quite a storm out here at the moment, and it's one of the reasons why I chose this location at the edge of the heathland and not in the forest itself, because of the danger as all the trees might come down, and that's not just a healthy thing to be around then. But it does add to my topic from today, actually. It was about how nature, how being and living in nature, as what I'm doing, because I am living in a cabin in the forest. How living in nature and being in nature can really reset your mind and give you this enormous feeling of freedom. I don't know if you spend a lot of time in nature and if you enjoy it. Um, I do. I do immensely. And as I said, you saw me just a car passing. I'm at the edge of the heathland because of the storm. It's a little bit tricky to go further in where I am now. So I will still flip the screen though and talk with you more about how nature and how even the storm can add to a reset to your mind and to your chain of thoughts and even to the day. It can reset your day even, because I probably go into the afternoon with a different feeling than when I got up this morning due to the storm I'm standing here right now. So I will flip the screen and talk with you more about it. Right, so I give you a different view than just my hair being all over the place. Um, but as I said, it's a quite sensational feeling actually to be here in this big storm. And it's in general. I mean, the forest that I live in and walking here on the heathland is really really an energy changer for me. Anyhow, I mean, it does keep me grounded every day to be here and allows me to live rather freely, more free than I will feel in town. I actually was born in a town, but already for many years I've been more comfortable in nature, not too far from a city because of the facilities and I have my children, but far enough from the city to feel the vibe from living in nature actually, and it's a I really can advise to anybody to do this. So, even though of course we can't all go to nature because then the cities will run empty, but that's another thing really. But I never really lived a conventional life, I must say. Um, Unlike my family, though, my family, a lot of my friends, a lot of old schoolmates, they do. They comply more to the life, which is nice if you like that. From going to school, studying, get a job, the one that you preferably the one that you studied for, and then after a while you get a partner, you buy a house, and you get children. I did. I never bought a house. I'm still renting, and I always had this feeling like if I want to move, I want to just pick up my stuff and go, which is not all realistic because I do have 3 children now. So that's also not something that makes you get up and leave. Although I had to at one point because of my divorce, but that's another topic really. But living in the forest, and in my cabin, it adds such a feeling of freedom to my life, and it's great because when I come home on a certain time of day, I close the gate, and it's a symbolic symbolic movement that it's almost a ritual that I just kind of lock the world outside of where I live. I don't let nothing come in. I mean, nothing toxic coming in, no funny vibes, no nothing comes in, and that's what I like. But I never really complied to the conventional life, as I said. Anyhow, I like to do things my way because, after all, it's my life. I don't know if you can agree with that or if you can relate to that or it resonates, I think is the right word. Or probably you heard it already. English is not my mother tongue, and I'm doing my best, and I hope it makes sense of what I'm saying, despite my grammar mistakes and probably sometimes the wrongful use of words. But I hope you forgive me. I hope you forgive me for that. I'm doing my best. But the norm that society and that normally the conventional word lays upon you is just it's not for me. I rebelled against it. I rebelled against it. I just went my own way, and sometimes it went well. And sometimes it can backfire a little bit on you, but then you just have to, take it for what it is and move on. And there's never a moment that I thought like, okay, let me just give in now, get the job, and live like everybody else is doing. Or most of the people are doing. Actually, I'm not that exceptional that I'm the only one. Well, I didn't invent the wheel just because I started to live outside, or in nature rather. But yeah, it's a lot different though than what I grew up with and what my family is doing. And you do also have to swallow quite the comments sometimes, because in my cabin in the forest, I live with my three children. I'm a single mom already for years. I raised them, and there as well. Um, it's different, and people who come to my house, they find it's a cozy house, and they say, "Oh, it's like you're on holiday all of the time." I say, "Well, I guess that's exactly the kind of feeling that I want to have." I used to travel a lot. I might not be doing that at the moment. I'm not doing that so much anymore. Probably will come again in time, but it does give me an overall feeling of having a holiday into my own home. That's why I don't really feel the need to say, oh, every 6 weeks I'm exhausted. I have to have a break. I have to have a holiday, because quite frankly, of course, I have my ups and downs, and good things, and some not so nice things are happening like everybody else in life. But on the overall, it's a great feeling. I mean, I'm just living here I'm standing here on the edge of the heathland, but it's very close to my house, and I just love it. Okay, something's passing me by. Yeah, a big tractor. I mean, it's just fun, really. But being in my home, like, I can do the simple things as well. You can I can arrange my house the way I want it. It's a tiny house. It's a tiny cabin actually, but it's cozy, and you still have to have a you still we still have a lot of contact with each other. My children are young adults now, and they are studying there as well. And it's nice because sometimes in the summertime they pack up their stuff and sit on the other side of our garden or whatever, and it's just a very nice feeling. But also inside, of course, thank God for the headphones, because we all have headphones, so we don't have to disturb each other with our favorite music, or talks with friends or something like that. But not only that, it also made it possible for me to live according to my own values and bring them over to my children, which I believe sometimes is very hard to do in a city, in a crowded area where there's a lot more people around. You have a lot more social pressure, social control, social, I don't know how you call it exactly, but and then the peer pressures and all that stuff, and also the whole thing of guess what the neighbors would say. I wonder what the neighbors would say. I don't really have that problem. My neighbors are the trees, so and they won't say anything. They won't say anything to me of how I'm doing things or what I'm doing and when I'm doing them. I just love that, and it gives such a feeling of freedom, of not, yeah, not being checked upon all the time. Because that's how it feels for me. And maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe you think, oh, it's not that bad. But I think if you have experienced the opposite, then you know the difference. You do know the difference. You notice it. And as I said, I think at this moment me and my children, we can live much more mindful. It comes easier to live mindful here. There's the tractor coming back again. I don't know if you heard it, but there's no so much outside expectations if you can be more private in your own, yes, in your own area, and nature does make it easy for you for that. And then again, of course, the changing of the seasons, they almost live in the house. If you're surrounded by the nature, then the changing of the seasons, they come into your house, and that's another great feeling. Really, it keeps you grounded. Is that the right word? It keeps you grounded. It keeps you, yeah, sometimes even grateful. So grateful for, yeah, for having things around you what you have, and it's a beautiful thing, really. I don't know if you've ever experienced it, because I believe many people go to a house or a cabin like this for the holidays. So, well, I can cancel that because I'm living it, so I don't have to do it that way. But and I do remember that sometimes when the children were younger, they sometimes were a little bit embarrassed because we live small and we live, it's all I have to be inventive sometimes with creating enough space for certain things. And as I said, it's not a conventional home or a living room, uh, um, living area, or it's all different. It's all intertwined and it's all a little bit different. And they used to sometimes be embarrassed with, I guess, a little bit. But every time they brought their friends home, they would say, "Oh, it's so nice here. It's such so cozy," and everybody feels at home, and nobody really cares about where the furniture came from, which brand it is, and that's just it. I used to, when I came here to live here, I had dogs. I don't have them at the moment, but yeah, that also brings another challenge when you live small, having a dog as well. But the beautiful thing about it is I just open the door and they can go wherever they want and they come back whenever they want. So even the dog enjoyed their freedom. I guess what I really want to say is that every day for me living here is like a reminder that I can create the life that I really want, that I value, and that that I'm grateful for. And I know there's other things in life. I mean, you can have a yacht or a beautiful fancy car or things like that. But as I said, it never really appealed to me. It's beautiful, it's great. I love to watch it, and I don't have to own it, and I don't fill in my life completely to be able to get it or to be able to afford it. I'm at the age of six. I've just turned 63 actually, and I don't feel old, and I won't want to settle down or I want to live like a I don't know, don't withdraw myself, but I can really say I enjoy immensely this, and I can see I also enjoy the appreciation that the kids have now they're being young adults and studying instead at home, how they appreciate it now as well, more than when they were still younger. Because as I said, that was sometimes was maybe embarrassing for them because they had such different houses than what their friends used to have at home, what their friends had at home. So we grew all over that now and enjoy it all for what it is. And you know, you don't have to conform to anybody else's expectations. There's no conformity except to what I laid upon myself. And I don't know if you can resonate with. I hope also in the meantime you enjoy nature, what I'm showing you here. It looks like the storm has calmed down, but I can assure you it hasn't. But never mind. It's nice. It's the beginning of autumn, and it gives a great feeling, and it smells nice. The wind brings a fresh smell in it as well. But I can't share that with you because, of course, you can't smell it from the video. But all in all, I would say I hope that whatever kind of lifestyle it is that you like, or that you desire, or that you are trying to build or trying to create, I hope it works out, and I hope you can do it all according to your way. As I said, me and my children, we enjoy our cabin life in a beautiful area here. It's Belgium, just something somewhere between Belgium and the Netherlands, and there's a lot of green as you can see. So in the meantime, I really really wish for you to enjoy life and enjoy your lifestyle. And if you're not totally satisfied with it, I hope you are. I hope it can spur you on or give you a spark to go for it, to go and go for the lifestyle you aim for, you value, you like, and you may surprise yourself. So if you want, leave something in the comments, and I will respond. Whether you agree with me, you don't agree with me, you see things differently, or you really have something really nice to share, please do. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.